Hi, we're back. I've got this folded in half because it's easier to work on rather than turning it lengthwise. I'm working on the upper half. So this is the top of the box. And I am playing with the first trifold that goes out. These are the flaps we worked on earlier, so please ignore them in this construction. The next video, we will work on the bottom half. It's just a lot easier rather than me twisting and turning it. So I am also trying to keep this where I'm using as minimal amount of paper as I can because I've got a mini album that's going to be coming up. Right now I'm playing with 3 12 by 12s, and I'm just kind of moving the patterns around a little bit. Or maybe it's 4 12 by 12s. All of this is, almost all of it's coming out of the patterns selection. I've got a couple, like this pattern I love, is out of the 12 by 12 main pack. Oh, and this one is also out of the main pack. So then the rest of it's out of the 12 by 12 patterns. So I'm using from scraps, I'm using this reverse side of the green and then this so that I can break up the pattern a little bit. I'm putting the leopard spots there. This piece I cut. It's the reverse side of Wild and Free. I love the floral pattern. And then on the 8 by 8 sheet where we had cut the rows of 3 stamps, there were 2 extra smaller stamps. Let me show you. There are these 2 right here. So I cut them out off of this sheet and I backed it onto a little bit of cardstock, and I'm going to put it down here and it's going to be a tuck. This will hold a good size photo because this measures 7 by 5, so this is going to hold a 4 by 6 photo in landscape quite nicely. Then down here, let's go ahead and let's put this together so that I don't have so much open, because these trifold photo spots, oh, I just screwed up. Oh well, I'm hoping I do not have to get into this. I meant to put tape on this. Anyway, what I was saying is I have a lot of moving parts down here in this section, so I don't want to be flipping around all the papers. Once I get that open, I want to put it together. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to remember now to also put on my tape because I've got a magnet sitting there. With a little bit of a burnish. I'm going to bring this to me just a little bit. And I'm going to take that off. Oops, 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 oops. Do not get stuck there. Center this in there. Use that tape on the magnet to hold this in place. Now there are a lot of sticker elements. If you want to put some on these green flaps, you certainly can, and depending on the collection that you're actually working with, you might have some other elements. But I'm leaving mine blank. I think these would make really good spots here to do some nice little journaling. It would fit perfect for dates, places, names, the activity. see, I can't see the bottom because it's covered by the, come on. Okay, I gotta pull this up. It's not going in there nicely. There we go. And then I am going to take a thin sliver of tape, 1/8 of an inch, and I'm just gonna go across the bottom. And then I'm just gonna set this right here. So you've got a nice little tuck. Let's put some tape on the other flat piece. So we will take this off. I'm going to set this in here, and I'm going to use that tape as my stabilizer. So piece won't be moving around on me. I've got too much tape here, so I'm just going to push it over the edge. Tuck it under there. All right, so this is all together. Now let's play with this down here. Now remember, this is where the ribbon comes in at. So when we unfold this, I use the brown pattern, and on the reverse side it's just a brown. It's got a little bit of a square that's marked. It's got a soft pattern. So I'm using the reverse side plus some of this for the inside of the card panels. But here on the outside, I wanted a nice kind of wild background, so I used that leafy piece. These cards are that much bigger. I had to trim off this much to get these so that they would sit in here, because they're actually too big for this. And once I got them trimmed and put in here, it actually looks pretty good. And again, I'm inking with Gathered Twigs from the Distress line by Tim Holtz, so it helps to allow for an outline. So the first piece I'm going to put on will be this one. I'm going to unfold that and get that guy out of my way. And I'm at my old tricks again of using paper clips to keep everything where I want them to be. Okay, and then we're going to center the monkey. Now I'm going to open this up. Oops. And let me slide this over here. So this is my pattern that I have on this side. Now I got to take these off. Oh. So we're going to start with this one. And I'm just cutting to fit the piece. I am sneaking up to the score line on both sides because I don't want to interfere with its ability to fold and close. So I'm not leaving a big gap. And then this one. I think this will be so cute to put baby pictures in this. It will hold quite a few photos. Okay, that side is done. So now we're going to scoot this over and it went this way because I have this pattern piece here. So I'm putting the brown one in the middle and then I'm putting the pattern piece out here. You know, that would be a different look. I didn't think about that. I could turn this over. That would kind of break up the brown appearance a little bit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's my creation, so I can do what I want. Ha! And I see a pencil mark I need to eradicate. All right, so this is done. Now we'll put this one on. And when I cut this, I should have cut it this way so that you could, whoops, upside down, so you could read this, but I didn't. So here's where I'm going to actually turn this over and use this side because my OCD just will not allow me, though I love this, my OCD won't allow me to have the words going sideways. So there, I just tattled on myself. Oh shoot, and what did I do? I went and put the glue on the wrong side. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, it'll get covered up with a photo. All right, we're gonna move this on over, and then I've repeated the same pattern that I had on the left side is what I'm doing here on the right side. Oh, but I'm going to turn this over. This time I'm going to reverse this so that it says wild and free on the reverse side. Upside down. No, it says wild and free, wild and free. Oh, so they have this going upside down and right side up. Toying with me. And then this beautiful patterned piece. I just love this piece. All right, so now let's open it up this way. We'll bring this back into view. So on this one, I am using the Wild and Free with the giraffes. And again, I had to cut it down to fit. And I'm doing the same thing, following the same pattern where I'm using that beautiful leafy piece. just center this in here. Then we'll open it up. And I do believe it went this way. Yeah, scaring myself. All right, I do believe that has this section completed. Get those folded, and then you're going to tie this closed. Of course, this is where I struggle. I do not know why, but trying to tie a super tight bow is just beyond me. But then I surprise myself and it ties up okay. This is a bit long. Snipping it off. Okay, so the top half is done. Now we will come back and we will work on the next video. We will work on putting together this piece a little bit more involved because we've got the waterfall, we've got the pocket pages that we're going to be dealing with, and then we've got that tri-fold section down here once again. So I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Bye-bye.